Olympic National Park is one of the few places in America where kids can wander through rainforests, skip stones across glacier, carved lakes, and touch driftwood the size of cars, all in a single trip. If you're a parent wanting an easy, low-stress adventure with simple drives, stroller-friendly paths, and magical moments for all ages, this guide will show you exactly how to explore Olympic National Park with confidence. In this relaxing family itinerary, you'll discover 3 of Olympic's most iconic areas: the Hoh Rain Forest, the Pacific coastline, and the calm, shimmering waters of Lake Crescent. Each stop has gentle walks, easy parking options, clean restrooms nearby, and many opportunities for kids to explore safely. You'll also get tips on the best time to visit each spot, how to transition from one place to the next without wasting time, and the wow moments that families always remember, like a moss-covered giant spruce, tide pools filled with colorful sea creatures, and a peaceful lakeshore that feels straight out of a fairy tale. Now, let's begin your stress-free family adventure. The Hall of Mosses is one of Olympic's most iconic trails and a perfect introduction for families. This short, gentle loop winds through ancient trees covered in thick, bright green moss that hangs like curtains. Kids love spotting twisted roots, tiny streams, and the massive spruces that seem to rise endlessly above them. The soft forest floor makes it a comfortable walk, and the clearly marked path keeps things simple for parents. Nearby parking is right at the visitor center, making the transition from car to trail easy, even with strollers. Best time to visit is early morning when the light filters through the moss and the trail is quieter. The wow moment comes when you turn a corner and see the giant moss-draped maple arching overhead. It feels like walking into a storybook. Pro tip, bring a light. Packable rain jacket even on sunny days. This rainforest often creates its own unexpected mist. A short walk from the Hall of Mosses, the Spruce Nature Trail creates a peaceful loop around the lush forest floor and along a slow-moving river. Families love this trail because it's flat, stroller-friendly in most sections, and filled with interpretive signs that help kids understand how the rainforest cycles through life and growth. Nearby parking is shared with the visitor center, making it convenient to combine both trails in one visit. Best time to visit is midday when the forest canopy provides natural shade, keeping the walk cool and comfortable. The wow moment here is the quiet stretch along the river, where fallen trees create natural bridges for wildlife, perfect for teaching kids about forest ecosystems. Pro tip, pick up a junior ranger booklet at the visitor center. This trail gives kids plenty of opportunities to complete the activities. After the trails, the Hoh Visitor Center is the best place to reset. Families appreciate the clean restrooms, covered picnic spots, and rangers who offer simple explanations of what kids just saw on the trails. The nearby parking is directly in front of the center, and there are shaded tables ideal for snacks or lunches. Best time to visit is late morning or early afternoon when exhibits feel lively but not crowded. The wow moment is the giant cross-section of an old growth tree showing hundreds of years of history. Children often stand quietly tracing the rings. Pro tip, keep snacks ready in your bag instead of leaving food in the car. Olympic's wildlife rules encourage families to avoid returning frequently to vehicles. Rialto Beach is one of Olympic's most dramatic coastlines, where waves crash against volcanic sea stacks and smooth gray stones line the shore. Families love this beach because it feels adventurous without requiring long hikes. Kids naturally gravitate toward the huge driftwood piles, which create safe climbing spaces when supervised. Nearby parking is right next to the beach access point, making it an easy stop even with small children. Best time to visit is mid-morning, when the tide is lower and the fog often begins to lift, revealing towering sea stacks. The wow moment comes when the ocean suddenly clears and the silhouettes of the rocks rise above the water. An unforgettable sight for kids. Pro tip, pack water shoes for little ones. The stones can be slippery. Just a little farther down Rialto Beach, Hole in the Wall offers one of the most exciting tide pool experiences for families. The journey includes a beach walk with endless photo spots, and kids love searching for colorful starfish, anemones, crabs, and tiny fish in the tide pools. The best time to visit is during low tide. This is crucial for accessing the rock formation safely. The wow moment occurs when children realize they're walking under an enormous sea-carved arch with the ocean sweeping beneath it. Pro tip, keep a tide chart app on your phone. This stop is safest and most enjoyable when planned around low tide. To end the day, families often enjoy the gentler shoreline of First Beach in La Push. The surf is calmer here compared to Rialto, and younger kids can play close to the water while parents relax on the sand. The atmosphere is peaceful, with seagull calls and soft waves creating a naturally calming rhythm. Nearby parking is available right along the waterfront, and the area has easy access to restrooms and local cafes. Best time to visit is late afternoon leading into sunset, when the sky often glows pink and orange over the offshore sea stacks. The wow moment happens as the sun dips behind the giant rocks and the beach becomes golden for a few minutes. An ideal moment for family photos. Pro tip, bring blankets. The coast cools quickly after sunset. Lake Crescent is one of Olympic's most beautiful areas, known for its deep blue color and glass calm surface. Families visit for easy shoreline walks, picnic areas, and shallow entry points where kids can safely dip their toes in the cold, glacier-fed water. The lake's clarity amazes children, and the mountains surrounding it create a quiet, peaceful setting. Nearby parking is available at the lodge and the trailheads, all within short walking distance to the water. Best time to visit is morning, when the lake is still and the reflections are clearest. The wow moment is standing at the shore and seeing the mountains mirrored perfectly on the lake's surface. Pro tip, bring a towel and an extra pair of clothes for kids. Many families end up allowing spontaneous splashing. Just off Lake Crescent lies the Marymeer Falls Trail, a family favorite because it blends forest beauty with an easy reward. The trail begins with a flat, shaded walk through old-growth forest before gently climbing toward the waterfall viewpoint. Kids love spotting tiny streams and moss-covered logs along the way. Nearby parking is at the Storm King Ranger Station, just steps from the trailhead. Best time to visit is early afternoon when sunlight filters into the canyon around the falls. The wow moment appears as the waterfall suddenly reveals itself, cascading down a smooth rock face into a small pool below. Soft, misty, and incredibly photogenic. Pro tip, hold hands during the final short uphill section. The path can be narrow but remains very manageable. To end the trip, Hurricane Ridge delivers one of the easiest mountain experiences for families. A scenic drive leads directly to panoramic viewpoints without requiring long walks. Kids can step out of the car and instantly see sweeping ridgelines, snow-tipped peaks, and even deer grazing nearby. Short trails near the visitor center offer simple strolls perfect for stretching legs while enjoying cool mountain air. Nearby parking is at the main visitor center with wide, easy spots. Best time to visit is late afternoon, when shadows move across the peaks and the lighting becomes softer. The wow moment is realizing just how vast the mountain range is, creating a breathtaking finale to the family adventure. Pro tip, bring a warm layer even in summer. Temperatures drop quickly at higher elevation. Mistakes to avoid. Skipping tide charts. Some beaches and tide pools are only safe or accessible at specific times. Always check the daily tide schedule. Underestimating driving distances. Olympic National Park is huge, with areas spread far apart. Plan transitions carefully to avoid rushed afternoons. Leaving snacks in the car. Wildlife rules encourage families to carry food with them, especially in rainforest areas. Expecting strong cell service. Many regions have little to no coverage. Download maps offline before entering the park. Coming without layers, weather shifts quickly across rainforest, coast, and mountains. Light, packable clothing keeps kids comfortable. Food and snack recommendations. Families staying near Port Angeles will find several child-friendly restaurants offering simple menus, warm seating, and quick service. Many places offer classics like pasta, sandwiches, soups, and grilled items that satisfy picky eaters. Near Forks, cafes often serve hearty breakfasts, baked goods, and kid-friendly comfort foods perfect before coastal explorations. Around Lake Crescent, small dining rooms attached to lodges offer calm atmospheres and familiar dishes such as burgers, flatbreads, and salads. For snacks, families often pack fruit, crackers, trail mixes, granola bars, and simple sandwiches that children can eat while taking breaks between stops. Hydration is important across all regions, so keeping refillable water bottles accessible makes the day much easier. Olympic National Park is one of the rare places where families can experience rainforests, peaceful lakes, and wild beaches all in one unforgettable trip. With gentle trails, easy parking, and magical landscapes perfect for curious kids, it's the kind of adventure that creates lifelong memories. If this guide helped you plan a calm, stress-free family trip, make sure to subscribe to Family Travel Itineraries. Each week, new cinematic itineraries are posted to help families explore the world with ease.